Hi there, welcome to my channel, Freckled Mom. I'm Devin. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, hey! Today we have some boho. I am super excited. I'm working with Missi from the Crafty Cove. Let's jump right into the DIYs.
For our first craft, we're going to make some wall art with some flowers and greenery, a wooden painter stick I had previously painted on another project. I'm taking everything off of the stems, the flowers and the greenery, and we have some wire here, and we are going to feed everything onto this wire. So we have some wooden balls that I get off of Amazon. I'll put that link down in the description, but if you see what I did, I am looping it through the wooden ball and I tied a little knot around it. I'm going to do it again here. I put it through and then I wrap the wire back through the wooden ball to lock it in place. Everything else is just going through whatever hole I can find, and then I'm going to hot glue some things, and some things are just going to fall on top of other things. But you'll see as I go. And we're just making a long wire hanging with floral and wooden balls. And I saw something very similar on Google and then on Pinterest, and it was not really exactly how I wanted it, so I just decided to do it this way. So I'm laying them all out. I made 6 different arrangements, and then I have this wooden painter stick. I had painted it with my linen white, and I'm just gonna wrap that wire around it, just like you would a bread tie. And you could use string, but I think a wire would be best because it's nice and strong, and then the flowers will hang and not sway as much, if that makes sense, because it's gonna go on the wall. So I just have some rope here to hang it. I hot glue the rope to the board, and then I have some duct tape, and I'm just laying it down on top. And to cover up that duct tape, I'm just taking some extra flowers and I'm hot gluing it right to the duct tape. You can still see it a little bit, but it's super cute. And I'm just gonna go through and clean up the wires, and that's it. How boho is that? Oh my goodness, it is so adorable. I love the flowers. This is a collaboration with Missi from the Crafty Cove. She does a lot of farmhouse decor on a budget. I am in love with her channel. Check her out and her boho video after. Let her know you came from Freckled Mom's channel. Here is a glass jar that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. It came with a top and I don't have it for some reason. So I just hot glued some string right to the top of this bottle. And that is it for this project. I am going to roll it and wrap it. And then at one point I kind of got lost and I was trying to keep it tight but whimsical at the same time, if that makes sense. And so I did have to go through and hot glue a few pieces here and there, and that's it. It came out so cute and super bohemian, very simple. It can match any decor, and then I hot glued it to itself just to keep it on, and then I threw some eucalyptus in it, and that's it. It can match any room, any style. It is super sweet. I love this. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're new on my channel, I like to do Dollar Tree crafts, DIY, gifts and decor, and thrift flipping. If you like these kind of videos, please consider subscribing and joining our family. Also, hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. This was super easy, super inexpensive. It's 2 Dollar Tree signs and a Dollar Tree wall cling-on. And it's a really big wall cling-on, like it takes up both sides of the paper. So I had hot glued and wood glued the 2 sides together. I wasn't sure if it was gonna hold, so I used some painter sticks from a previous project, and then I filled in all the holes and the crease with some wood filler. Now I'm just scoring some lines because the middle, you could definitely tell, was aligned. So I wanted to kind of make it uniform and make it look like it was supposed to be like that. So I just used a ruler and a little tool and I just dug it down. I'm using my little guy there, my little vacuum. He's so cute, to clean up my mess. And this is my chalk paint and oyster. And I gave it one coat, and then on some parts I did a little bit more. And now I'm going through with my antique wax and a baby wipe. I wasn't sure if this was going to work on like a sign from the dollar store, but it seemed to work fine. So I went over the creases first and I made them so they looked a little uniform. You know, if it was too much, I would just clean it up a little bit. But I felt like it needed more distressing. So I went through with my dry brush, my chip brush, and I went through with the same antique wax and I just went all over it. I started out a little bit and then I got a little bit heavier, and I really love how it came out, so I'm not complaining. Like I said, this was from the dollar store and it's just one of those wall cling-ons. It's actually a sticker, not a wall cling-on, so I wouldn't put this on your wall. But I just peeled it off and I lined it up and I laid it down together, and then it had some little feathers to put around the edges, and I just threw them sporadically, no rhyme or reason. And I think this came out super cute. It's definitely boho to me. I think this is so adorable, and this would look good in any room that has a boho style to it. And then I'm gonna go through on the back and I'm adding just a little bit of rope. I hot glue the edges and then I do duct tape just to hold it down. And now I'm putting Mod Podge on the back. This is for the brown paper. I like to put brown paper down and then the hot glue. That way it's more finished. And so I'm just putting it down. It's so big that I did half and then I did the other half. So that way I made sure that the glue was going to adhere to it and it would stay hot before I got to it. And then I'm just going to go through with a razor blade and clean it up. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell this or not. I think this would look good in my meditation room, and look how sweet that is. Stay tuned to the end though, because I'm going to give you guys a little glimpse into my meditation room. I love this. Oh my goodness. And here we go. This is a project I actually had done in a previous video. It's some onion grass and a dollar store planter, and I'm painting this in a gold. I'm doing the rim gold, and you'll see what I do to the rest of it. But I do the inside and the outside. I wanted to have one of those fake plants that, you know, they cost like $20. So here I am doing a gray. And I go through the whole thing with this gray first, and I thought it was gonna go a little darker, and it got dark, but wasn't the color I wanted. I wanted more like a light cement. So I go through now with my oyster. I love this color, and it really gave it that cement look I was going for. So then I have a little floral foam there. I just stick it in the bottom, and I'm just gonna break up these onion grasses, and I stick them in first. But then it wasn't enough. And so I was thinking, how am I going to do this without going to the store and buying more onion grass? So I took it apart, and it actually just like unrolls in like a line of it. And so I went through and I hot glued the whole little roll right to the planter. That way it gave it a more full look without me actually having to, you know, have more onion grass in it. And I'm just going through and sticking it in wherever I feel like it needs to stick in. And I do go through and I cut the edges just so it's a little bit more uniform, because it was kind of everywhere and I want it to be a little bit cleaner. But this was super quick, super easy, and definitely way less expensive than the ones you see at like Hobby Lobby for $20, or even at TJ Maxx sometimes. You know, they're about $12. So this cost me $3. And I think that's so sweet and looks very professional, and I definitely think it is boho.
I hope you guys are inspired to go out of your comfort zone and try some new decor and new decorations for your home. Make sure you follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram as Freckled Mom. Check out my collaborations as well as my upcoming challenges, also new projects that I'm working on. I have a lot coming up, so make sure you guys hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe before you head out. Give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget, this is a collaboration with Missi from Crafty Cove. I love her channel. She does amazing DIYs. She is one of my really good friends. So make sure you give her all the love and tell her you came over from my channel. If you missed my meditation room makeover, stay tuned. I'll put the link down in my description, but you guys can see a little quick glimpse of how we did it. I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for hanging out.